Alright, so for this deck, I really just wanted to make a deck with a new Galaxy Stealth Dragon card, which requires 2 Dragon-type monsters to bring out as level 4 XYZ. And its effect is you can special summon a Dragon-type monster from your hand. So I thought this would be great with Rare Metal Dragon, because it's a level 4 Dragon-type monster that can't be normal summoned. But it does have 2400 attack, it is level 4, so it would be nice for this kind of deck, where it's basically going for rank 4 spams anyway. So you can use Galaxy Stealth Dragon to bring out a really strong level 4 monster, who can then be used for other XYZ summons later on. Now, actually, his effect is kind of a pain in the ass to do, because you need 2 level 4 Dragon-type monsters to go into it. So I found the best way to do that was with some normal Dragon monsters, and Keeper of the Shrine. Keeper of the Shrine is really good for this because if any of your Dragon-type monsters are destroyed, you can special summon it from your hand or graveyard. If the monster destroyed was a normal monster, then you get to use its effect the same way as you would otherwise, but you can also then add a normal Dragon-type monster from your graveyard to your hand. It doesn't have to be the one destroyed, it just has to be, as long as one of your normal monsters was destroyed, you can add a normal Dragon-type monster from your graveyard to your hand. And I also have 2, whatchamacallit, Komori Dragon and Divine Dragon, or Ragnarok, because they're both 1500 attack. That way I can use Infernal Reckless Summon, since this deck special summons them pretty easily with Silver's Cry and Swing of Memories. And I also have Dark Horse in here, because if your opponent activates a spell card during their turn, you can special summon a Rare Metal Dragon straight from your graveyard, which is pretty nice, because you can also be special summoned straight from your hand with Galaxy Stealth Dragon. I also have in Divine, or is it Soul Drain Dragon, just because it's really good, because basically he can only be special summoned with the effect of a Dragon-type XYZ monster. And he's a 4000 attack beat stick, so obvious choice for a Galaxy Stealth Dragon deck. And I think I pretty much explained it all. I had 2 versions of this deck. This one right here was more of a Chaos version with light and darks, and I was trying to use the white Dragon, Wyvern Burst, and black Dragon, Cola Serpent. These 2 cards to try to go into XYZs, but they're not really good for XYZs. They're really good for like Synchros and Tributes, since they actually get their effect to search off of that. And I found that just going with normal monsters instead and just taking them out worked a lot better.